So the dua I want to discuss in the next 2 or 3 minutes is to be found at the end of a beautiful set of ayat, a beautiful set of verses in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the qualities of the servants of Ar-Rahman, the servants of the Lord of Mercy, in Surah Al-Furqan. And these set of verses really set the benchmark of what a true believer should be like. They set the aspiration and the target that we should all be aiming for. And at the end of this set of verses, our Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. That our Lord, these people make this dua, our Lord, bless us with pious spouses and offspring who will be the coolness of our eyes, the joy of our hearts, and make us models for the righteous. Those who pray, our Lord, give us joy in our spouses and our offspring. Make us good examples to those who are aware of you. This ayah shows us that the true believer is not just concerned about himself, but he is concerned about his children and about his family. And so he turns to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this heartfelt dua, with this heartfelt supplication, begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make his children and to make his family or her family righteous, to make them the coolness of the eye, to give them the joy of the heart. But what does it mean to give joy of the heart? What does it mean to make someone the coolness of your eye? Many people might say it refers to when children are obedient to their parents, or it refers to a wife who is devoted to her husband, or a husband who is devoted to his wife. And these are correct, without any doubt. But when we look to the explanations of as-Salaf to this ayah, we find that their focus was quite different. Their focus, as we will see, and this is a common trend amongst them, their focus was geared towards the hereafter. So when Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma, the great companion, is asked about this ayah, he says it refers to seeing your child get up and pray. Seeing your child get up and pray. You don't need to cajole that child. You don't need to bribe that child. You don't need to threaten that child. The time for prayer comes, he or she gets up, makes the ablution and prays. This is the coolness of the eye. And really, if you think about it, what more coolness would a parent who is concerned about their child's hereafter want? That their child is being brought up in such a way that primary in their mind, foremost in their mind, is a prayer. And they will pray simply because the time for prayer has come, simply because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked them to do that. What greater coolness of the eye is there than this? So they understood the coolness to refer to their children and their families obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why Hasan al-Basri rahmatullah alayhi, when he's asked about this coolness of the eye, talked about this in the ayah, the joy of the heart. He was asked, is it something that you will see in this life or something you will see in the hereafter? And he said, no, it is something you will see in this life. It is when you see your family, it's when you see your children obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you see your children obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ. Bless us, gift us with offspring, gift us with families, with spouses who would give us coolness of the eye, who would give us the joy of the heart when we see them obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when we see them living their lives in servitude to their Lord Most High. وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. And make us models for the righteous. What this part of the dua means is that the servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking Allah to make us people who are role models for others, people who live their lives in servitude to Allah, people who are righteous, people who, when other people look at them, would be reminded of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, would be reminded that they are here on earth to worship their Lord Most High. وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. Make us role models, make us examples for the righteous by making us righteous ourselves. So رَبَّنَا وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. They are those who make this heartfelt dua, this heartfelt supplication. Our Lord, bless us with offspring and spouses who would give us joy of heart, who would give us coolness of eye. وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. And make us role models, make us examples for the righteous.